All right. Even though this looks a little tough, it looks like we can get through this. Now, with the underlying energy here, you have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands does indicate here that there is a decision that needs to be made about a path that you want to take, a path that you feel that you need to take in either direction, especially because if there's a crossroads, there's no way you can move forward, and it's time to choose a path. And which way to go. For your underlying energy is the King of Pentacles, so this could have a lot to do with work. And the Three of Wands is wanting to fly out, so it's something that you've been waiting on for a while, possibly to do with work, and you're trying to figure out which avenue to pursue. For some of you guys, this could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well, someone that you feel is very grounded. This is a very fixed sign here that you're dealing with. And usually, guys, since you're mutable, you wouldn't really come up as a King of Pentacles, but this could be dealing with bosses or someone that's, of authority, or this could just very well be you as well. In very low cases for some of you guys, this could be that you guys are very focused on career, your, finances, and you're trying to figure out a way to move, which direction to move forward to, what avenue to move forward to. I think you guys could also be focusing on the details, very focused on the practical means, work, etc., of any sort. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial or career-wise. It could be building a career, but it's about making the decision about which way to go, what direction to choose, because you're not able to move forward, especially when it comes to your love life. It does affect that. For a lot of you guys, it could be intimacy, because the King of Pentacles, believe it or not, is actually it's a touchy sign, right? It's physical, it's tangible. So this could be about figuring out a way to, what avenues can you go about bringing the romanticness back into the relationship, to begin, to really start having and enjoying your intimate times with your partner. For some of you guys, okay? Now, for your current state of being, you guys have death. Death does talk about, this is a time of you releasing. For some of you guys, you may be finding it very hard to release a certain mindset, a certain thing that you've been holding on to for quite a long time, but may not be giving you what you need to begin to prosper, to reach the goals that you're trying to gain. For some of you guys, this is about this. You guys are currently releasing something, but it's very difficult. Death is not an easy energy to go through. This is a very transformational one. Not transformational, but transitional, meaning that you have to release something to, make space for something else. Okay, so there could be a death of a situation, meaning that something has ended, for the best, of course. I don't think this is an actual death. I do feel like this is a situation and something happening to cause another chain reaction for something else, okay? Just in regards to making space for something new to come in. But you guys are wanting to be the King of Cups. I don't think this is meaning holding in your emotions, but I think it's honestly knowing what's in your cup and responding to your emotions in a very controlled manner. I feel like you guys want to have a better handle on how you feel, rather than letting your emotions rule you, okay? I feel like you guys also want to feel feel romanced as well. For some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because again, this is fixed energy, and in very rare cases, this could be you, but I do feel this is you guys. But again, this could be someone that you're dealing with that you would love to see them open up more. You would probably prefer them to open up more and be more open with you romantically. But I feel like this is also, dealing with someone that is very loving. I feel like you guys want to reconnect with them spiritually or on a very emotional level. But I do feel like could be you guys as well, and wanting to have a better control of your emotions, have, ultimate, wisdom, not necessarily ultimate wisdom, but knowing what you feel and trusting your instincts. So that's what the King of Swords always does. He trusts his instincts. So I feel like you want heightened awareness because you trust your instincts, as well as controlling your emotions and not letting it consume you. Because the King of Cups has the potential for his emotions to consume him, but he's controlled enough to know how to keep them from overwhelming him and using it to his best advantage. Now, the thing that's keeping you from the King of Cups getting to the person that you find that you love very deeply, that you love very much, someone that loves you very deeply and very much, or even getting you to a place where you could feel that you have ultimate control of your emotions, well, is the Seven of Pentacles. It's kind of hard to figure out whether or not you are willing to commit to this person or commit to something. I feel like there's a lot of waiting, there's a lot of standing around, there's a lot of work that's been put in, but you're not seeing the rewards of it. So it's kind of keeping you from being fully committed to the relationship, because you're not sure if you're going to ever see the rewards, or if you're going to constantly have to kind of work and not get any sort of reciprocation. I think there is thinking about whether if you have what it takes, or whether or not you want to deal with this situation, deal with this energy that requires commitment from you. Because once you commit to something, you do have to put your head down and work with it. And you know that, but you don't know if you really want to go ahead and put that time and energy into something if you're not sure if you're going to get the rewards from it. And the reason why you're having these doubts is because I feel like you possibly had to do some tedious work, boring, tedious work as well. And you're not getting the, you just constantly have to do boring work that just kind of doesn't inspire you, doesn't enthuse you. It's just really just not interesting. So yeah, you're wondering whether or not this is something you really want to do, or you're having to just kind of make a decision whether or not you have to just making a decision whether or not to just go a different route, go a different direction, or stay on the path that you're on and continue to work. Okay, for some of you guys may have even received an offer of some sort, something that can really stand the test of time. For some of you guys, this is about building something secure and stable with your partner, or within something that you guys are currently in. This could be work, this could be school, this could be a lot of things. This talking about the student here. Page of Pentacles is the student, so this very well could have a lot to do with schooling. And if it's not, this is like working on your relationship, working at work, but it has something to affect, but it is affecting your relationship somehow, because there is something here that you feel like you don't know if you have the time or energy to even want to commit to if you're not getting the rewards from it. Now, what the universe is actually asking you to do, the advice that they're giving you, is to just focus on the work. Focus on what you can do. Focus on your skills and enhancing yourself, enhancing the work that you're doing, and focusing on that. Put your head down and just do the work. Despite how boring it could be, because there is something there that you possibly need to find in yourself to rate, the skills you need to have sharpened for yourself. To be able to see that there is something, that's coming. I feel like you've been manifesting for quite a long time. Again, like you haven't seen your rewards, but it's something saying just like, you know what? Don't worry about what you haven't gotten yet. You've been working hard. You've been paying attention to details. You've been really diligently doing the things that you were doing, despite how unenthused you were about it. But just keep working at it. Keep trucking through. Keep pushing. Okay. That's what the energy is pretty much saying. Just keep doing the best work that you can do, doing the best that you can, and it will, you'd be surprised what will come. Okay. Now your emotions, you feel completely shocked. I feel like something might have happened emotionally, and you're not necessarily, I don't want to say you're not necessarily part of it, but I feel like it definitely took you off guard. It was kind of shocking for you. I feel like it just kind of, you didn't expect it to happen. I do feel like you're unstable at this time, possibly, that you feel like you can't, you don't have a firm foundation to stand on. So you constantly feel like there is you're not stable, pretty much. Okay. Now for your hopes and fears, you have the 6 of Pentacles. You do want something given back to you after all the work that you put in. Okay. You want something to be given back to you. I think you want a real balance of give and take. Whether this is in your relationships, whether this is within the schooling that you're doing or the work that you're putting in at work, you want some sort of reciprocation here. You want something given back to you. So I don't think that this is something that you will willingly do if you didn't feel like there is any benefits. And this is fair enough, right? If you're not getting anything out of it, then yeah, trying to find a different avenue or way to go is hard to do. But I also feel like with the 2 of Wands could be indicating about figuring out a new way to see, to enjoy what you're currently doing. Because where you're going is somewhere that can really bring you the manifestation that you're looking for. But you have to keep working at it. You have to keep doing the work. How can you shift your focus from the work to what you're doing that can keep you engaged and really that you can enjoy? Which leads us to our outcome. The Page of Wands. Excitement. doing something that's inspiring, being creative. I feel like it's talk about possibly taking up a hobby, but most importantly, communicating what you need to have a bit more passion. I feel like this is somebody that's coming in and communicating with you about some passion that's needed right now in your life with your partner or with your work. But I feel like there is something exciting and very passionate that could come your way, and I feel like this could be you initiating this more than anyone else. So far you have 2 pages here, page of Pentacles, page of Wands, and I feel like it has a lot to do with what you're doing now, those small things that's kind of keeping you from getting to I don't know, keeping you from committing fully. Because again, what you're doing is so boring. It's just like, ugh, I don't want to do this anymore. But you want something that gets you excited, that really, I don't know, that challenges you in a sense. I feel like this is not challenging work. It's more of dedication and, diligence and constant, repetition and yada, yada, yada. It's studying, and it's not fun studying. It's not studying that you're interested in doing. So I feel like it's trying to find a way to make this exciting, make the work that you're doing a lot more exciting for you, or going about a different avenue in regards to getting, doing something that's currently in the same field, but it's still exciting for you to go ahead and do, still brings out the excitement. But I truly feel like this is about finding a new way of enjoying the work that you're doing, and so you can commit to it and focus on the skills that's needed to needed to get to where you want to be, to get the 6 of Pentacles and to truly be happy where you are, or to be happy with the person that you're with. Let me go ahead and quickly clarify the King of Cups, because that's very interesting goal to have. Why does the King of Cups in Sagittarius' goals? Why is the King of Cups? Oh, there's a lot of cards. I'm not going to pick those. Why is the King of Cups the goal for Sagittarius? Excuse me. Okay, and it's because of the 10 of Swords. So I feel like, the reason why the King of Swords is in your emotions is because of something that's ended. I feel like, you want to recover. I feel like you truly want to recover from something and truly heal, because the King of Cups is a healer. Perhaps you guys want to be a doctor. I don't know if some of you guys are trying to become a healer of some sort. If not a doctor of any sort, then you guys may want to heal from a situation that has ended really badly, to recover from a situation that happened very badly, and to feel emotionally secure and very in control of your emotions. Because this stuff here is such boring work that you may find yourself in a very difficult situation where you're having to release something, where you're having to change something. Why is death in their current state of being? Why is death in their current state of being? The 7 of Cups. It's not sure. You're not sure about things. It's releasing the fantasy, the escapism that's currently that you're dealing with. You guys could be, releasing something that, that allowed you to go into fantasy land. Releasing something that allowed you to, to delve into your to another dimension, to see of things in that's not clear. You know what I mean? I don't want to say drugs. Some of you guys, maybe marijuana. You guys could be doing something, but I do feel like with the 7 of Cups, this is about detaching, escapism, and you're releasing what's keeping you from reality, which is the 7 of Cups. You're releasing something that's keeping you from seeing things for how they truly are. Okay. That's hard, y'all. That's hard. Could be anything. I don't think it's addictions of any sort, though. It's just like it's just releasing something that's not helping you see reality as to how they should be, which is kind of why you probably haven't committed to what you've been doing, because you've been so focused on living out your fantasy, or been focusing on things that are probably irrelevant at this time. Because your situation is so boring. It's just not engaging enough. This could be true with your romantic life. Your romantic life could be this as well. Like, it could be so boring that you rather, that you're having to release your, this fantasy, this escapism aspect right here, to face the reality of your relationship being boring so you can bring back the spark and excitement back, Sag. Okay, and your wisdom of the oracle for you guys this week is why. Ooh, it's very similar to the Seven of Pentacles. I always see this as pretty much the same card. It's figuring out why you should commit, why reasons why you shouldn't commit, reasons why you should give up on something you've already put a lot of work and effort into. Talking to yourself and coming up with the conclusion that you need to make the decision that you need to make in regards to committing to something that you feel that's super boring in your life. Why should you continue? Or why shouldn't you continue? What can you do to make it work? I feel like the why is always open questions of what, mostly. What? Well, why? Where? But mostly what and why. Now, for your romance angels of the week, what can we see here for Sagittarius? Okay, guys. Oh, man. You know what? The card that fell out that works just perfectly with this reading that happened to fall on the floor is the unrequited love. Wow, there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So this is talking about your relationship, being in love again. Releasing something, releasing this fantasy. I think this death of a fantasy, absolutely. Because I think everything was wonderful and everything, but then the reality set in and it's not that great. So what's keeping you is like, oh my God, there's a lot of work to put into this, and you don't know if you want to do that. Because it was a devastating thing to find out that your relationship wasn't really that great. Actually, there's a lot of flaws. You're having probably second doubts about, this relationship that you committed to in the past. So now it's all about figuring out what you can do and working hard to make it work, because you feel unstable. You feel like you're not getting the support that you need. But you hope for reciprocation, proper reciprocation, giving and receiving. That either way, you hope that things will balance itself out, or balance. You hope that you guys can figure out a way to balance it out and bring back. And with that balance, if you follow the advice of working hard on the things that are missing, and the things that really are not really your hopes, and heart's desire, perhaps you can really start beginning to enjoy the relationship that you have. But it's going to require work and dedication. I feel like you love this person. Whatever relationship you're in love. But it's either you want to go ahead and do the work or just leave it be. And that's a hard one. And that's why the two of wands here. Ooh, Sag. Ooh, Sag. It's gonna be alright though. You're gonna make the right decision for yourself. Okay? Okay? Unrequited love, just because there's no relationship, there's no attraction or chemistry in the relationship, does not mean that you can't put it back. Because that's what the Page of Wands is talking about. Let's put it back. Let's put that passion and attraction and chemistry back.